Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Volusia Speedway Park here in Barberville, Florida, as we bring you tonight's action with the Hammer Down iRacing League, being brought to you tonight by Hammer Down TV and Turn 5 Media. We bring you live coverage of the 360 Invitational right here from the Volusia Speedway Park. My name is Steve Ovens. I'll be leading the action for you on Hammer Down TV as well as our Twitch and YouTube channels here tonight. You can also see us on our Facebook channel at Hammer Down TV, and I'm sure that's where a lot of folks are listening in to us and watching along here tonight. We've got a great field of cars on hand for you as we have got the field lined up here on the front straightaway. Let's go ahead and give you the rundown of where everybody will be starting tonight. And quick time tonight, we had a tie for quick time. Your front row starters, Jeremy Zarfos and Britton Roxbury, tied at a 14.437 seconds. And folks, that is scooting around the Volusia Speedway Park. I'll tell you that. Third place to start tonight, based on qualifying, will be Showtime Shane Kelly. To his outside in the 99 is Tommy Karkin. And here's an interesting story between third and fourth place starters tonight. They were only separated by 1/1000th of a second, a 14.448 second lap to a 14.449 second lap. So 0.001 only the difference there between third and fourth. John Littoral and Skip Tuttle will make up row number 3. Row number 4 will be Dylan Conrad and Jacob Hilburn. Row number 5 will be Mike Roxbury and Torrin Schertz. Row number 6 will be Caleb Sexton and Matt Everts. And out back on the field, starting shotgun, aboard the 9 car, that is Chris Perry. 13 cars, 35 laps the distance here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park. Field making their way through turns 3 and 4 here on the opening pace lap. White flag being displayed here. They will take the green flag off of turn number 4 next time by. So as they make their way down the front straightaway, go ahead and give them a hoot, give them a holler. Wave for your favorite here as they get ready to go here. Our 360 Sprint Car Invitational Race for the Hammer Down iRacing League. We just finished up an 8-week series here last week, so this week we're running some invitational races with some of the top finishers in each of our series. We run 6 nights a week here at the Hammer Down iRacing League. Jeremy Zarfos and Britton Roxbury ready to bring them to the green. Chevy Performance Pace Truck off the speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to drop the hammer. Field storms through turns 1 and 2, and we got a battle for the lead. They go wing to wing into turn number 3, and it's Roxbury with a big slider. Zarfos crosses him over, and we're 2 by 2. Positions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Zarfos with a slider on Roxbury. Roxbury turns it underneath him. He'll pull the slide job into turn 3. Zarfos crosses back over. Battle for the lead here on lap number 3. Roxbury with a crossover one more time. Down the long back straightaway they go. Into turn 3, it'll be Roxbury with a slider one more time. And here comes Zarfos with another crossover. And it's still Zarfos with the lead at the line. He slides up to the top lane in turn 2. Roxbury turns right back underneath him. Through turns 3 and 4 they go. 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in a line into turn number 1. Throw a tablecloth over the top 4 cars as they make their way down the back straightaway. They are 2 by 2. Positions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Zarfos leads at the line, but here comes Roxbury. Roxbury down to the bottom, but Zarfos carries the momentum around the outside lane. And working his way up to position number 3 is Skip Tuttle. Tuttle has third, but here comes Showtime. Showtime takes it to the outside. He'll work the cushion off of turn number 2, but Tuttle has the momentum on the bottom. He's got those ponies just a-singing in that 83. But Kelly not going away that quickly. Kelly working the outside lane, and he slipped up just a little bit. And he'll have to tuck into the number 4 spot as Zarfos continues to lead, and Roxbury doing everything he can to work him over for the top spot. Unbelievable action to kick off this 360 Invitational. I am wore out, and we're 9 laps into this 35-lap affair. And Skip Tuttle, how about this? Giving a good run here on Brenton Roxbury. Roxbury takes it through the middle, and Tuttle works the lower lane. Roxbury gets a good run here on Jeremy Zarfos. He is in his tire tracks, entering turn number 1. Now Roxbury takes a peek down low, down the back straightaway and into turn 3. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway. Caution coming out here on lap number 11. Now make it lap number 12. A car into the wall into turn 1. And that will put us under the yellow here for the first time. And what a start to this one. A third of the way in before our first yellow. And the battle for the lead was absolutely incredible. If you're watching on Facebook Live, boy, are you in for a treat here tonight. Rad, John Literal, Caleb Sexton, Mike Roxbury, and Tommy Karkin. I believe it was Torrin Shirts that was the cause of the yellow as he got into the wall. He is now 2 laps down to the field, and it'll make it 3 when they come by this time. Pace truck peels off the speedway. Zarfos quick on the trigger off turn 4, and we're back underway. 15 laps on the board, 20 to go, and here comes Roxbury. Roxbury with a run, and he's bringing Tuttle with him. Zarfos goes from the penthouse to the outhouse. He loses 2 spots on the restart after that great jump off of turn 4. But Roxbury and Tuttle took the top 2 positions, and now here comes Conrad. Conrad around the outside of Zarfos for position. Zarfos holds it at the line, but Conrad is there, and he's got the outside lane rolling. Watching the battle for third, but now we've got to keep an eye on the battle for the lead at the same time because Skip Tuttle is all over your leader. Oh, we got contact in turn 2. Dylan Conrad is into the wall. Yellow is on the speedway. Caution flag coming out. Dylan Conrad, a little bit of contact between Conrad and Zarfos off of turn 2. Conrad nosed into the fence. He was able to get it turned back around before the pace car caught up to him, so he'll stay on the lead lap. But I would have to imagine he's got some damage on the front end of that 177 as he takes it pretty gingerly around the racing surface. I imagine we'll see Conrad make a quick trip into the work area to have the crew take a peek, see if anything needs to be adjusted or repaired, and he will do so. Down the pit lane he'll go. Another car on the pit road. Couldn't quite catch who that was. Conrad takes it down the pit lane into the work area, gets his repairs made, and he will return to the speedway. What an incredible start to this race. And it looks like due to the contact with Conrad that started this latest yellow, Jeremy Zarfos is going to have to restart from the tail of the field. So a tough break there for Zarfos, who led several laps early on. Had the lead on the latest restart, but lost that lead in the first set of corners. And now, two of the strongest cars all night long, Britton Roxbury and Skip Tuttle, will make up row number 1. Shane Kelly and Caleb Sexton, row 2. Here for the restart. Pace truck off the speedway, and we're back underway. Roxbury with a nice restart. Oh, Sexton got a big piece of the catch fence in turn 1. He got all sorts of sideways after clipping the fence. He looks like he's going to keep on moving. Definitely lost a lot of positions there. As Shane Kelly will move up to position number 3. Matt Everts 4. John Littoral the top 5 in the 68. Skip Tuttle closing in. Oh, he got the back bumper of Roxbury. Tuttle got out of shape as he got right into the back bumper of Roxbury in turn 1. He had a heck of a run. He either was going to hit the bumper or hit the brake. He tried to keep the momentum up. But he has lost a lot of ground here to Roxbury. We'll see how quickly Tuttle can reel him in, as there's only 10 laps to go. 10 to go at the line here for Britton Roxbury. Roxbury has been the hottest driver in the Hammer Down League the last 2 weeks in a row. He's won 360 sprint competition. He's won 410 competition. Question is, can he win the Invitational and the money on the line here tonight? Tuttle working the cushion through turns 3 and 4. Sets himself up for a nice run off of the 4th corner, trying to reel in your leader, Britton Roxbury. Officially at the line, it was 9/10 of a second between Roxbury and Tuttle. Let's see what it is across the line this time. And Roxbury has extended the lead, now over a full second on Skip Tuttle. And Tuttle starting to fall into the clutches of Shane Kelly. Kelly putting the pressure on Tuttle here with 6 laps to go. Britton Roxbury driving the 421 machine. He's one of the drivers that's going to be racing for the Iracing World Championship on the dirt side. Tuttle running 2, Shane Kelly 3, Matt Everts, John Littoral. That's your top 5. Roxbury's father, Mike, currently sitting in the 6th spot, just ahead of Dylan Conrad. Laps clicking off here, 3.5 circuits to go. And it's all Britton Roxbury, now opened up to a 1.5 second lead. Tuttle doing everything he can to try and reel him in, but I think he might fall just a little bit short here. Britton Roxbury across the line, popsicle sticks in the air, 2 to go for the 421. And what's pretty amazing here, Roxbury running the bottom lane in turns 1 and 2, and then all the way to the top side in turns 3 and 4. White flag in the air, final trip for Britton Roxbury. Through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway for the final time. Through turns 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, the hottest thing in the Hammer Down League picks up the 360 Invitational. Britton Roxbury will pick up the win. Second will be Skip Tuttle. Third is Shane Kelly. 4th is Matt Everts. 5th is Mike Roxbury. So Roxbury's take a sweep of the top 5 as Mike Roxbury makes a late move on John Littoral to pick up a top 5. And donuts all around for the Roxbury crew. We will go down to Volusia Speedway Park Victory Lane, and we will talk to your winner, 2nd place and 3rd place finisher from tonight's event. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching coverage of the 360 Invitational here on Hammer Down TV, presented by Turn 5 Media.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here in Victory Lane. We're going to talk to your top 3 finishers tonight, and we'll start with your winner, Britton Roxbury, who picks up the win tonight in the 360 Invitational. But, Britton, I got to tell you, the Roxbury's sweeping the top 5 here tonight.
Yeah, I see that he did pretty good, and I'm proud of him. He's getting faster and faster every day.
Talk about the race for you. What a battle up front between you and Jeremy Zarfos early on.
Yeah, that was a blast there for a while. I mean, I honestly thought he was faster than me there. I was just trying to hold my own, just slide job after slide job, and it was a blast.
Almost looked like we were at the Chili Bowl there for a while.
Yeah, after watching last year's, it reminded me a lot of that, and I love that kind of racing. It's good. It's good to be able to race with guys that can do that.
Talk to us about the move that it got you the lead. Now, he had jumped out pretty well on that restart, but you and Skip Tuttle both were able to find the right line through turns 1 and 2 to drive on by.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, as he just flew up the track there and got a little too high. And, from there, I'm not really sure what happened, but, Skip was on me the whole time too, and he was moving.
And, yeah, he was right there giving you a challenge. But late in the event, you really were able to find that low line in turns 1 and 2, and that really seemed to be where you were making up a lot of time.
Yeah, like I said, I've always been a wall hugger here. I really love that inside wall at this track, and 1 and 2 is just perfect for that. Once I seen it starting slicking off, I knew it was pretty much game over.
Well, man, great job here tonight. Tell us about the folks that make it happen for you here to get the invitational win tonight.
Yeah, obviously thanking Dad there. I'm glad he's getting faster and love racing with him. And I'd like to thank the team, Team KOD, and all the guys at Hammer Down for putting this stuff on.
Great job tonight, man.
Thank you very much.
User was moved
Britton
out of your
Roxbury
channel.
picks up the win here in the Invitational for the 360 sprints tonight. Now we'll talk to second place finishing Skip Tuttle. And Skip, I got to tell you, man, at times I think you had the fastest car on the track. What was the difference, though, for you tonight?
I came into this thing, didn't even think my car was fast enough. And as soon as we took off and the track was pretty tacky and we went into turn 1 and 2, I saw I had a little bit for Britton and Zarfos. That was some tough racing there at the beginning and at the end.
Yeah, talk us through what you were seeing. I mean, those guys were dicing back and forth, and at times you guys, the top 4 cars were 2 by 2. That had to be pretty hairy.
Yeah, I got down there on the bottom. I was trying to run the middle. Middle was pretty quick, but I got stuck down there on the bottom trying to make a pass around Shane. And, yeah, we went about 3 laps there 2 by 2, and, I mean, it was a blast. I mean, if I could get to the middle, I was pretty quick, and then when it slicked off a little bit on the high side, I was a little bit quicker.
The difference, I think, tonight was about 10 laps to go. You had a great run on Britton entering the corner in turn 1. What happened there?
Yeah, I kind of misjudged it. I had a real good run and gave him a pretty good bump, and then I bumped him again to straighten him out because I didn't want to wreck him, and then he was gone.
Well, you did a nice job holding off Shane for position number 2 if you couldn't get the win here tonight, and great showing for your team tonight.
Thanks, bud.
There's Skip Tuttle, who finishes in position number 2 here tonight.
User was moved
and now we'll talk to third place finishing Shane Kelly. And Shane, you had a good run tonight. You were dicing it up with the leaders all night long.
Yeah, I came in. I didn't know how fast I was going to be. It was definitely fun running 4 wide there at the beginning. I made a couple driver errors. I could catch up with Skip, but he was way faster than me in 1 and 2. And I have complete confidence running side by side with these guys, Skip and Britton. I've been chasing Britton all year in different series. He's fast everywhere. It was definitely a fun night.
Is there anything as a competitor that you can point to that that really seems to give Britton an advantage? What is it that you see from your vantage point that he has done so well?
Oh, he's just a consistent driver. I mean, lap after lap, he don't make mistakes. He hits his marks every time, and to be competitive with him, you definitely got to back that up. And hopefully one day, I'm new to iRacing, only a couple months in. Hopefully one day I can get up there and run up front with him.
And being the amount of time that you've got in iRacing, but to still be up here running with these guys, that's got to feel really good.
Yeah, I was making strides. The update kind of set me back a little bit. I'm catching back up. I don't get a lot of time to work on setup. Sometimes my setup's on the fly the night of and on weekends. But I got to thank my team at MRD, Midwest Racing Development. Great group of guys. They added me halfway through this season, and it's just a great team, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, great job tonight getting the podium finish here in the 360 Invitational, and we look forward to seeing you again real soon.
Absolutely. As always, great job announcing. A great league to run in. Keep up the good work, and can't wait to the next one.
All right, Shane Kelly finishing position number 3 tonight.
channel.
Let's go ahead and do the full field rundown for you. Winning tonight's 360 Invitational was Britton Roxbury. Finishing second was Skip Tuttle. Third was Shane Kelly. Fourth was Matt Everts, and rounding out the top 5, I think his first hammer down top 5 for Mike Roxbury in the 3. 6 through 10 was John Literal, Dylan Conrad, Jacob Hilburn, Jeremy Zarfos, and Tommy Karkin. And then rounding out the field in positions 11 through 13 was Caleb Sexton, Torrin Schertz, and Chris Perry. Folks, that's going to do it for our coverage here tonight at Volusia Speedway Park. We appreciate you joining us on tonight's coverage. We want to remind you, coming up tomorrow night, we've got the Hammer Down Midget Invitational from Limaland. That'll be a 30-lap affair, and that should be a good one with our Hammer Down Midget crew. That will take place Wednesday night. Action will start at 9:30, and the live coverage here on Hammer Down TV will start just after qualifying ends on Wednesday night. Thursday night, the Thursday Thunder 410s will have their invitational at USA International for a 35-lapper. Friday night, the RNC Super Late Models have their invitational, a 50-lapper at Eldora. And Saturday night, the MHL Pro Late Model Invitational will take place at the Knoxville Raceway. 50 laps there for that one. And don't forget, Season 4 for the Hammer Down iRacing League starts on May 7th. Stay tuned to HDIRL.com for all the schedule updates, rules, and news for those races. And also be sure to check our schedule for our cash races at HDIRL.com/cash-races. Thank you, folks, for tuning in tonight. On behalf of Rob and Cindy Bellinger and everybody, the admin staff and everybody,